Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers Newark Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
Pam, Alexis, Mary, Sally, Z. So good to be with all of you and everyone else in our community. We built a real family, a real good community these past few years, and that's a rare thing these days. So it's always great to be here and to hear all the wonderful introductions and all the wonderful journeys we've all been on in our own places and ways and lives. And so we have our wonderful Wednesday workout here: meditation and mobility, mindfulness and mobility. That means we have our very regular basic approach to class today. We'll start off with a warm-up, some flowing breathing based exercises, linking up the body with the breath and slowly inviting our body to a warm-up. Although with the temperatures these days, I don't even know if that's warming up is what we really need to do much. I'm plenty warm most of the time. Then we have a number of exercises out of our chair, 5 exercises for 2 rounds, and then we do 2 rounds of standing exercises followed by a mindfulness experience. And we're encouraging you, as always, to drink water throughout the class. I think this heat wave is finally breaking, but either way, for the rest of summer and especially for today, we need you drinking water. We want you drinking water. Listen to your body and give your body what it needs to make this workout really effective. So as we go through these exercises, as always, we're trying to be mindful throughout, listening to, paying attention to our body and what it's telling us. And as it invites us to more intensity, then we adapt those movements that I'm going to give you to be a bit more intense, a bit more difficult, a bit more challenging. I'll give you variations as always. But throughout these exercises, you're also being gentle with your body and careful with your body and not putting it into a place of too much discomfort. We want to challenge it, but make it feel safe as well. And that's the sweet spot we're looking for throughout all of these exercises. And so we start off with a warm-up. And in order to do that, we want to find our posture first. Postural awareness is a big part of this class. We want to be sitting towards the front of our chair, our feet flat on the floor. We want to be engaged through our core. We want our shoulders down and back, our chest out. We're sitting nice and tall. We're breathing deeply and allowing our stomach to expand on the in-breath. Holding that breath for a moment and then exhaling fully out of our mouth and letting the navel come in towards the spine. That's a good breathing pattern to focus on this entire class. Breathing in through the nose, stomach expanding, exhaling out of the mouth, fully allowing the navel to go into the spine. Then we imagine there's that gold string bringing us up gently through the crown of our head. That locks in that posture just a little bit more. Not all the exercises we do today. We want to always return to that good posture. And then we'll begin with a nice movement to link up with our breathing. This is out of the Qigong tradition. The crane stretches its wings. So we're going to reach up overhead with a nice deep inhale. And then as we let those arms come to the side, we turn to the right. Nice, tall turn, engage through the core. And then we go in the other direction. Nice, steady, deep rhythm here. Thinking inhale, we're expanding, getting tall, getting big, reaching up. Exhale, we're contracting to the side, coming back down. Inhale, finding a nice tall posture. Exhale, going deeper into the stretch. Flow with that on your own for a little bit. Maybe get a little finger wiggle involved here. As you're coming down, let those fingers rain down, get the wrists involved, feeling the energy out to the ends of our body, the tips of our finger, feeling the energy flow down into our toes. Nice steady breathing here. Inhale on the reach up. Exhale on the come down. 2 more times here. Reach up nice and high overhead. 1 more time. Good work. Always find that posture again. Shake things out a little bit, get loose again in between exercises, but then we're always finding that good posture, training that good posture into our body. Let's do a little half moon pose here. So we're going to inhale our arms up overhead. Then we're going to bend to one side. Biceps are staying in towards the ear. We're not slumping forward. We are still sitting nice and tall. We're just bending to the side as far as you can go. On the exhale, go deeper into the stretch. Inhale, find your posture. Arms are back, hands are pointing directly away. Exhaling deeper into the stretch. And then inhale yourself back up to center. Exhale the arms out to the side. Inhale the arms up overhead. Coming over to the left side. Exhale, you go deeper into the stretch. Biceps are in towards the ear. Posture's locked in. Inhale, getting nice and tall. We're not slumping over. Exhale, going deeper into the stretch. Inhale back to center. Arms float gently to the side. Excellent. Let's warm up that neck even more. Let's just start with some gentle neck turns. So just looking to the right and to the left. Good posture, big smiles on our faces throughout. Continuing to breathe in deeply. And then let's start looking down and up. Good. Pause on that. Let's just do some arm scissors. Alternating which hand is on top. Sitting nice and tall. Postures engaged. We're breathing deeply. Body's feeling more and more warm as we go. Maybe there's a little bit of sweat starting or the breath is picking up. Those are all good signs. Our body's getting ready to move. And pause on that. One more movement. Let's work the lower body here. Get the lower body ready to move. We're going to do our world's greatest stretch. We're sitting towards the front of our chair. We're going to kick that left foot out. Heel is flat on the floor. Heel is flat on the floor. Posture is still engaged. Core is engaged. Chest is out and open. And we bend forward gently at the waist until we feel the stretch through that hamstring, down through the calf muscle. That's good. We could just hold it here. You could also reach out a bit deeply to your toe or down to your shin or calf muscle. We could push the stretch even further now by reaching our right arm up overhead. Good posture still. Deep breathing. Try to relax into this position. Still breathing deeply. And on the exhale, return to center, sitting up. Let's kick that right leg out, heel flat on the floor, toes pointing up to the sky. Gentle bend over at the waist. Feeling the stretch through the hamstring, down through the calf muscle. We could reach over and touch our toe if we need to. And then reaching our left arm up overhead. Breathing deeply into this position. Exhaling, returning to center. That's a great warm up for us. Now we start off with our seated exercises, 5 exercises, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest in between each exercise. We'll do that for about 2 rounds. We have 5 exercises. We're going to do our leg extension, thrown in a twist this time. So we'll have our arms in at center, twisting to the opposite side as we do that leg extension. So if you want to start off first round with just the leg extension, if we're still getting warm, that's fine. That's a great place to start. Just good squeeze in the quad muscle. And then we add in that twist as we go. Next exercise will be pull downs. Reaching up overhead, pulling down, imagining we're pulling down a big old weight. If you've been in the gym before, a pull down machine we could think of, but we're pulling down, flexing those back muscles and those lat muscles on the side of our body over here, squeezing those really hard to get a good workout in. Third movement is going to be heels to toes. We're sitting towards the front of our chair, reach out, touch our heels, bring underneath into the toes. That's the starting version. As we get more and more of an extension with our body, that makes it more and more difficult. But if we want to stay just seated upright at the front of our chair, that's a great place to start. And then you could find ways yourself, explore the movement to make it a little bit more difficult by getting to full extension. Our fourth movement will be stir the pot. So we're going to imagine there's a big, heavy pot in front of us with something big and thick in there that we're really working hard against. So imagining working hard against a resistance as we stir that pot. Fifth movement is going to be the dragon dance. We're going to put our hands together and we're going to let our hands lead us by dancing the tail of the dragon around, exploring all the different ways our elbow can relate to our wrist and our shoulder, lots of different positions, loosening up the whole upper body by doing a very improvisational dance-like movement. Those are our 5 exercises. So we will start with leg extension and adding in a twist as you feel comfortable. In 3, 2, 1. So if you wanted to start off with the leg extension, that's fine. Then you add in the twist, opposite way, opposite direction of the leg that's extending when you feel comfortable. Three, 2, 1. Excellent. Grab good rest during your break. Take deep breaths. Try to slow that breathing down. And next up, we have pull downs coming. So we're reaching up high overhead, pulling down over the side, flexing those lat and back muscles to really pull that weight down, bringing the mind to the muscles of the back to make this really work for us. In 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work on that. Next up is going to be heels to toes. So just starting off, we could be sitting towards the front of our chair and just touching out our heels, coming up onto our toes. But as you get more and more of a full body extension, it gets the core more involved, makes it more and more of a difficult movement. You find the best version for you to what's right for you today. And we'll start into that in 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. 2 more exercises. Next up will be stir the pot. We'll go in a clockwise direction first, and we'll do counterclockwise. The next time, start in tight. Really imagine that there's a lot of resistance to your stirring of the pot, and we'll get a bigger circle going as the set goes. So we'll jump into that in 3, 2, 1. Starting in tight, really imagining a lot of resistance. Should be squeezing, flexing your wrist muscles, your forearm muscles, your arms, your chest, your shoulder, your back, your core. And then as we go, let's make that circle bigger and bigger. Three, 2, 1. Excellent work. One more move. Dance of the dragon, following the dragon's tail. We place our hands together into that prayer position, so palms are staying together the whole time. But from there, we explore all the different ways we can move our shoulders, our elbows, our wrists, and we're keeping good posture and breathing deeply the whole time. Let's start into that in 3, 2, 1. So start in tight, just explore the inner possibilities of the movement, and then expand outward as we go, getting bigger, more bold, more improvisational with the movement. Posture's engaged, breathing is deep and steady throughout. Finish strong in 3, 2, 1. Great work. That is the end of our first round of seated exercises. That's a great time to grab a drink of water. Giving our body what it needs before it tells us it needs it. Then we take a little extended break here. Good time to really gather your breath, center yourself again, find that good posture again. We might be a little tired after that first round, easy to slump over, lose our sense of engagement and enjoyment. So let's make sure we find that again before we launch into another round of leg extensions with the twist, pull downs, heel to toes, stir the pot, and the dance of the dragon. And so let's get back into those movements. We got first up, leg extension with a twist in 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. Excellent. 20-second break. And then we have our pull downs. Really using that mind muscle connection on this one to make those back muscles work hard. We'll get going with that in 3, 2, 1. Reach it up overhead, pulling down. Reach up overhead and pull down nice and hard. Three, 2, 1. Great work there. Next up, we'll do heels, heel to toes. Explore the range of the movement on this one. You can make it more or less difficult for yourself. So certainly start off just sitting up straight and heels going out and coming under the toes. But the more we extend our body, the more difficult this movement gets. So we'll start that in 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. Great work. Next up is going to be stir the pot. This time we're going counterclockwise. Start in tight, get bigger with the circle over the set, and really imagine a big resistance to your stirring that pot. We'll start that in 3, 2, 1. Nice and tight, a lot of resistance. Getting bigger as we go. Still keeping that heavy resistance. Feeling the back, working the shoulders, the arms, the chest. Nice big circles now. Working hard through the end. 3, 2, 1. Great work. Last movement will be the dragon dance. Palms coming together, exploring the motion, range of motion with a very dance improvisational like movement. We'll start into that in 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work there. Now I'd invite you to grab a drink of water, but also prepare for standing exercises by standing up out of our chair with good mechanics. We're going to practice this more in a moment, and I'm going to adjust my camera. Okay, excellent workout so far, everybody. Now we have 5 standing movements, and we'll use the chair to various extents. The first one, we're definitely going to use the chair on. We're going to do a chair squat to stand. So we're going to sit back into our chair, stand up out of the chair, squats for 40 seconds. If we want to make it more difficult, we could throw in a little calf raise at the end, add some control, some balance work. So when you come up out of the chair and squat, you could add a calf raise standing up onto your toes. That's the first movement. Next movement will be separating heaven and earth, push-aways, pull-aways, reaching out, extending. Let me adjust this a little more, sorry. So not going to full extension, going almost to full extension, pushing in opposite directions, extending, lengthening through the spine is what we're imagining doing with that movement. Our third movement will be kicks forward. So we'll use the chair on this one if we need it. So you could keep one arm on a chair, or, well, we could kick forward like that. So we could keep our hand on the chair or kick forward, opposite arm working with the leg there. Then we'll do jumping jacks. So we could either do arms only jumping jacks if we're not into a jump, but if we want to push it a little hard this morning, we could get jumping jacks for 40 seconds. So if you're willing to do the jump, if you feel comfortable enough to do the jump, that would be a great movement this morning. If not, you could do arms only jumping jacks. And then we'll finish up like we love to do with our balance work. So we'll stand near our chair. We'll try to get to 90 degrees at the knee, ankles, and hips, and hold that for 40 seconds. But I'll give you some variations along the way if you need it. So those are our 5 movements. We'll get started with our squat to stand, chair squats, and we could add that calf raise in there at the end if we want to make it a little bit more difficult. We'll start into that in 3, 2, 1. So reaching back, sitting into our chair nice and confidently, coming up, standing up. If we want to add in a calf raise at the end, that's a way to make this a little bit more difficult. Three, 2, 1, and finish on a stand up. Excellent. I'm going to move my chair aside. You can certainly keep it in front of you for balance and support if you need it. But our next movement are push-aways, or separating heaven and earth. A little bit out of the Qigong tradition here, pushing in opposite directions. But we're not getting to full extension with the arms. We're imagining pushing away to such an extent that it extends and expands our spine. So the focus is really on the back here, getting a good strong push away, but not going to full extension with the arms, imagining lengthening the spine. We'll do that together in 3, 2, 1. We can be a little bit slow with this movement too. Doesn't need to be rushed through. We're really focusing on the spine here. Finishing strong in 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. We're going to do kicks forward with our left leg. So we can keep our hand on the chair and kick forward. Or if we're feeling nice and strong, we could pull that arm away and do a full body kick without the support of the chair. Whatever feels best for you this morning is fine with me. Let's do that in 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good pause there. Next up, we'll have jumping jacks. We could do arms only if that's what feels most comfortable for us. But if we're comfortable adding in the little bit of a jump, we'll do that for 40 seconds. And we'll start together in 3, 2, 1. Let's work hard to the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work there. Remember, really don't do the jumps if they're not feeling comfortable for you. Working the arm vigorously overhead would be great as well, but those jumping jacks felt good for me. Next up, we're going to do our balance to finish off our first set. Trying to get the knee up to 90 degrees, ankle at 90 degrees, hip at 90 degrees. But really, anywhere you could get along the way to there is fine. If it's hard to lift that leg up off the ground in the forward direction, we could also always stand with our heel curling up towards our butt and hold that for 40 seconds. Definitely utilize the chair near you. And let's do that for 40 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. That's our first standing set. One more, and then we have our meditation experience. This is a great time to grab a drink of water. And then on this round, we'll do the same exercises, squat to stand with a calf raise. We'll do our separating heaven and earth. Then we'll switch forward, switch sides onto the left side of our chair so we could use our right leg for the kicks. We'll do our jumping jacks, and then we'll do our right leg balance. So just make sure you're hitting the opposite sides of what you did last time for the kicks and the balance work. But to start off, we'll do our chair squat to stand, adding in that calf raise if we're feeling comfortable. Maybe explore the kind of sit you're doing. So if you sit sort of wide in a chair, maybe explore bringing in the legs a little bit tighter. Just explore the different range of possibilities of your range of motions and give your body some variability. It keeps it a little bit happier. And so we'll jump into that in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to take it a little bit with a more narrow stance on this set. Just work some different parts of the leg musculature, keeps your body a bit more balanced. But I still am finishing with that calf raise. Three, 2, 1, and finish on the stand. Great work. Next up will be push-aways, separating heaven and earth, not getting to full extension with the arms, getting almost there, 95% of the way extended with the arms. Imagining, lengthening, extending through our spine is what you should be thinking and imagining. Let's do that in 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow on this one. No need to rush through. Really bringing that mindful awareness to our spine. Three, 2, 1. Great work. 3 more movements here, almost ready for our meditation. Let's work hard through the end. We've got kicks forward with the right legs. Right leg, we could hold on to that chair, or we could pull our chair away as we feel comfortable and confident. But with the rhythm, always try to link up the opposite arm with the opposite leg. We'll do that in 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. Great work. Next up will be jumping jacks. You can just do the arm version if you want for 40 seconds, or if you want to add in the hop with the kick out, that would be great as well. Let's do that in 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, that definitely gets me sweating. Makes it much more challenging to finish off with this balance work, but we got to do it. Trying to get the leg up to 90 degrees at the major joints. Anything shy of that is certainly good work for today. Or you could always kick your heel up into your butt and hold that in for 40 seconds as well. Let's finish strong here, everybody, with a good balance hold for 40 in 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. Great second set. That kicked my butt. We're going to return to a seated position together. I'm going to adjust my camera and we'll prepare for meditation. And you could do that by grabbing a drink of water and beginning to consciously slow your breathing down. Great work in those exercises, everybody. Now the blood is flowing around our body with rich with oxygen and all sorts of good stuff for our body. So we're feeling in a good spot to bring our awareness and attention to our mind, to bring our love and our compassion to our mind and our heart. And so today we're going to do our progressive muscle relaxation. This is a great technique just for general relaxation. You could do it if you're a passenger in a car. You could do it if you're on a plane. You could do it before bed. You could do it anytime you feel like you need to center and relax your body a little bit. Maybe if the anxiety is picking up or the sense of worry or fear is picking up, this would be a great way to get out some of the negative energy and welcome some peace and relaxation. And the basic rhythm to this will be that I will invite you to bring your awareness to a particular muscle on your body, your quads, your calves, your arms. And I invite you to clench those muscles just a bit, not to the point of cramping or discomfort, but enough to really let you know the muscle is there. And you do that coordinated with the in-breath. So you'll hold the breath and the tension, the squeeze for a moment. And then with an exhale, you'll release the breath and release the tension as well, and really welcome that peace and relaxation into your body. And so we could begin to prepare for progressive muscle relaxation by centering and calming ourselves. We could find a good contemplative posture. For this one, we definitely want our feet on the floor. Sitting towards the front of our chair, our core is engaged, our chest is out and open, our shoulders are down and back. We're relaxed and comfortable, but we're engaged and focused. And we begin by just taking a deep breath in through our nose, allowing our stomach to expand on the in-breath. Holding the breath for a moment, and calmly exhaling out of the mouth. Continuing to breathe in deeply through the nose, allowing the stomach to expand. And exhale gently out of your mouth. Breathe in peace and calm and relaxation. Breathe out fear, worry, and anxiety. And then I would invite you to bring your awareness to your calves, your calf muscles and your ankles. And taking a deep breath in through your nose, lift your heels off the ground. Squeeze your calf muscles. Feel the squeeze through your ankles and up to your knees. Hold a deep breath in for a moment with the tension. And then exhale fully and slowly out of your mouth as you release the tension in your calf muscles. In between the muscle squeezes, always return to deep, steady breathing. And then I would invite you to bring your awareness to your quad muscles, your thigh muscles, and taking a deep breath in through your nose, lift the lower legs off the ground, doing a leg extension, squeezing the thigh muscles, the quad muscles, the hip muscles. Holding the breath for a moment with the tension. And then exhaling fully and deeply out of your mouth as you release the tension in your quads. Your breathing is relaxed and rhythmical. Your mind is clear and focused. And then I would invite you to bring your awareness to your glute muscles, the butt muscles. And taking a deep breath in through your nose, clench your butt muscles, your glute muscles. Squeeze them tight. Hold that with the breath in for a moment. And when you're ready, calmly exhale out of your mouth and release the tension in your glutes. And I invite you to bring your awareness to your core, your stomach muscles, the lower back, your gut, and taking a deep breath in through your nose. Clench all the muscles in your core. Give them a good squeeze. Squeeze your gut, your stomach, your ab muscles, the lower back muscles. Hold the breath and the tension for a moment. And with a calm out breath, release the tension in your core. Continue to breathe in peace and calm. Breathe out fear and worry. Then I invite you to bring your awareness to your arms, to your wrists, your forearms, your biceps, your triceps. And taking a deep breath in through your nose, clench those muscles. Give them a good squeeze. Hold the breath and the tension for a moment. And then calmly and fully exhale out of your mouth and release the tension in your arms. And I invite you to bring your awareness to your shoulders and taking a deep breath in through your nose, clench your shoulders up towards your ears, shrug your shoulders up. Hold the breath and the tension for a moment. And then exhale fully out of your mouth and let your shoulders fall down and back. And continue to breathe in deeply. Your body is relaxed, your mind is clear and focused. And finally, bring your awareness to your face. And taking a deep breath in through your nose, clench all the muscles you can in your face, squeeze your jaw, furrow your brow, wrinkle your nose. Hold that last bit of tension in with the breath for a moment. And then exhale fully out of your mouth, releasing the tension in your face. Notice how you're feeling now at the end of class. Realize you could always return to this level of comfort and relaxation. Let your body remember this feeling. And if your eyes have been closed, you could gently open your eyes. You could wiggle your fingers and your toes. And you could return to full awareness in your room. And with that, our class will come to a close. This summer has been flying by. We have one more class next week. I hope you'll join us. And then I hope we'll find good dates for all of us moving forward so we could always gather as community again.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.